Hello everybody, how you all doing on this wonderful, wonderful and beautiful, beautiful sunny day? I am Priscilla with Priscilla's Greenhouse. And where are my favorite advance yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We do take it from level to level to level to level. How you all doing today? It is beautiful today, really nice. The weather is really sunny. But today is going to be the day that I'm going to have to transfer my little seedling plants. They look so healthy. They look really, really nice. But it's time for the cucumber plant, straight neck squash plant, cucumber plant, and a straight neck squash plant. It's time for these plants to go into the greenhouse. And I have a whole box of them, people. Let me see, can I let you see the plants that this entire box of plants getting ready to go into the greenhouse today. I'm transferring them into the greenhouse because they are tall enough and they're stable enough to go into the greenhouse now. I've been growing these plants inside. That's my bean plant right here. The sun is setting in such a, I don't know if it's really dark or what, but here's the bean plant. This is a garden bean plant. Let me slide this over. And I'm getting ready to open up the greenhouse back here. Trying to adjust this thing. But this is just a box of plants right here that's getting ready to be transferred into my greenhouse. I just broke that straight neck squash plant. That's not good. I need to be very, very careful with these plants. And I'm trying to acclimate them to this weather at the same time. Yeah, I know, my head is cut off and this is horrible. This is really something I don't like, but anyway, let me open up the greenhouse. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the greenhouse open up. I got my plastic up to keep the air out. And I put another layer of plastic up to keep air out so the plants will not suffer too bad. And I put another layer of plastic up. And there's a big tree limb that fell. There's a lot of stuff. That ice storm really knocked some things over. Just putting that there so this door won't come back. And I hope you all can see. This is the area right here that I can set it on for you all to be able to see. But here's my greenhouse, and I put another layer of plastic here. And I hope you all can see the layer of plastic to keep additional wind out. And it's nice and warm in here because my heat is still plugged in. But I'm not ready to, I was looking for my little clamp, but all my heat is inside of here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to set this computer up on the inside. Come along with me. I'm going to try to put this laptop in here. Like I said, it's nice and warm in here. Let's see, can I put it so you can see what's going on inside. This is how I have been taking care of my plants inside of the greenhouse, and we're going to get a chance to see it together, how the plants made it. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see it together, how the plants have survived in this greenhouse, okay? I have a box here, and I have some of my seedlings underneath this box, trying to protect them from the elements of the ice and the snow, and that we had trees that fell down. I had a big tree that was on top of the greenhouse. I had to take it off the other day, but I'm so thankful that it didn't tear it all to pieces. It didn't put a hole in it. It was just laying there on top of the PVC piping, but no hole came into the greenhouse. And it was a big piece of a limb about this round and about 10 feet long, with branches sticking all over the place. So I thank God that didn't happen. And I see a little split right there coming in the greenhouse. I'm just going to get some tape for right now and put it over it until I can really do something with it in the springtime, okay? So let's just look and see what happened to the plants. I'm going to remove the plastic. Remove the plastic from over a box. I have a box here. That's another level, another layer of protection for the plant. So I have a cardboard box inside of here. And just bear with me. I don't want to turn something over accidentally. I'm just trying to find my little broom here. So the box is just another level of protection. Ants trying to find somewhere to live, and this is not going to be the place for them to live. I mean, they are everywhere. My goodness. They can't live here. So let me just sweep this off. A lot of ants. And it's nice and warm in here, and they're setting up shop. They're really setting up shop to live in here, but they can't stay in here because all of this here stuff has to be. Just a minute. For now, put that outside. I had to throw that outside because they had made a home. The ants really made a home out of a container that I was growing something in. But that come along with the territory, and it is hot in here. So, one moment. It's warm up in here. So what I'm going to do, let me set these other containers out the way. I just think, since it's nice and warm, nothing hasn't started to grow in here, so I'm just going to throw them right outside here. Because it seems like the ants trying to make a place to live, and it's not going to happen today. Now, I do have some ant spray, but it's inside. I wasn't expecting a bunch of little ants to be all over the place, you know. They bite too. This is my flower plant. Hopefully nothing's not eating it up from the bottom. Okay, people. Let's see what happened with the plants that I have in here. Now, I'm just trying to make room also because of what I'm getting ready to do. All right. Y'all still with me? It just seemed like a bunch of ants tried to make a place to live out of my potted plants. And I really don't want to spray. It seems like that's what I'm going to have to go and do, get some spray to kill these ants. Okay. You are going to witness it right along with me. They look pretty good, don't they? I'm going to water them. I need to water these plants a little bit, but can you see the plants? I'm trying to make sure these ants are not making a house inside of my garden bean. Here's the garden bean. Oh, these ants are dangerous. They biting and stinging and fighting me and everything. These must be some fire ants that got in here. Have to be real careful with your garden, people. Something trying to make a home for the springtime. And what the ants, they started to make a house inside of my potted plants. Inside of them. That happened before last year. And that's not good. And so what I didn't see that they was germinating or anything, so I just put them outside in a planter. Just dumped them upside down. You reuse the soil. But I just want to let you all look at my garden beans. The garden beans look good. And they've been outside now for a minute. But I have to provide additional protection. I have to provide additional protection for them. So these ants are on the move out here. And that's horrible when something happens like that. It really is horrible when something happens like this, because now I have another problem that I'm going to have to deal with, and I'm going to have to spray these ants. I have something that I can put down, but I don't really want it around the things that I'm growing. But I might have to put some of it down. And it's some type of, it kills ants. It kills ants. And be careful with your plants. And I mean, they're on the move. It's a lot of them out here. But I understand they're trying to find somewhere nice and warm to live. This is a cucumber plant right here. This is a cucumber plant. You got the true leaves coming out, and I potted it inside of a water bottle. It's a water bottle. So now, what I'm getting ready to do is bring my plants inside, people. And I'm going to set the plants up in here. Just bear with me one moment. I need to go and get some water. And I'm going to have to wash these ants away. I hate to do the ants like this, but I can't deal with them. They're biting me, so I'll be back. And I'm back, and I'm just going to dash some water up here. I have a compost bin underneath anyway. I can't deal with these ants, and I'm not going to deal with these ants. I'm not going to deal with them at all. This is my area for me to grow my plants, and these ants trying to take over. I'm going to get some more water, and it's a lot of ants on top of my grow space. This is where I'm going to put my plants. I don't want a lot of ants trying to go up on the inside, on the bottom of the thing, and make a house to live inside of the soil. All right, I'm back. What I'm doing, I'm just trying to wash these ants away so I can get busy putting my plants down. And the water's going to be good anyway because it's going to soak through the holes. This is rainwater. And the rainwater is going to soak through the holes anyway, which is good, and fall down inside of my compost bin that I have composted underneath here that generated heat in the wintertime. And I still have plants growing underneath here. And you see the water dripping? I don't know if you can see the water dripping or not, but there's water dripping down on the compost, and I need that anyway. So right now, I'm just checking the bottom of these containers to make sure. And there are seeds in these containers. They just haven't germinated yet, right? Because it hasn't been warm enough out here. But I see they're flower seed. This flower is coming up, but it's dripping water, so I don't want to put it right over the camera. Let me set it off to the side here. Just bear with me. I'm lining my plants up closely, trying to get them really organized, because this is going to be their new home. They're going to stay out here, and I'm going to bring that whole container of plants in here. Just bear with me, people. When you're doing this here, it's something you have to do, and I don't see the weather getting cold, like freezing anymore for my area. I looked at like a 10-day forecast, so this is why I'm doing this. One moment. Here I am. My plants. Straight neck squash. See how large it is now? That's my straight neck squash plant. It's getting really large and it's just beautiful. The leaves are really pretty. Really beautiful plant. The straight neck squash plant. I just want you to see it. That's the straight neck squash plant. And I'm going to leave it out here. It's time to see what it's going to do. This is a greenhouse. So this is what I have to do. And I have some milk jugs back here at the back. Sorry about that, people. Zucchini. You all remember the other day when I was transplanting, whatever you want to call it, my zucchini plants? Here's the zucchini plants right here. See what they're looking like? Both of the plants looking really nice. Zucchini. Hard work is going to pay off. But it really wasn't hard. I just want you to know that I'm just trying to arrange them now so I can know what's what. And I'll put a row of zucchini plants right here. See, I know that they're zucchini plants. Should have another one. And this straight neck squash. Can you all see that? I'm lining those. I'm lining the plants up in there. The zucchini is really pretty. Zucchini. And I broke one of my squash plants. I accidentally broke a leaf, broke the leaf on the, you have to be careful, look. Something hit it and it broke it. I'm not trying to grow the plants and then destroy the plants accidentally like this here, but it happens. But this is a straight neck squash plant, and I'm going to put it in the same row. I'm going to put them as real close as I can get them because I have other plants that's going to have to come out here. So as I set this up, I'm going to set it up so they have room to grow and spread out at the same time. You have to keep in mind, wow, I got my watermelon. What is this? Carrots and watermelon. Now, this is something else I started. Watermelon and carrot plants growing in this 1 gallon milk jug or iced tea jug. Watermelon and carrots. I don't know if you can see down in there, but can you see down in there? Huh? Can you see anything in there? There's watermelon and carrots growing off in there. Watermelon and carrots growing in there. I hope you can see it. Alright? I'm going to put it back in the back because it's doing just fine. Ants biting me. You know, ants are tearing me up out here. These little fire ants are biting me, alright? And they're really pissing me off now. You know, I hate to use chemicals, but I'm not going to be letting them. I think I've probably got bit about 5 times, right? And they're really aggravating me, and they pinch you real hard. You don't even know that they're on you. You don't even see them on you. But they get on you. They crawl up your feet because they're mad at me. So they start working their way up, and they bite as they go, I guess. And then it burns. So you have to put alcohol on it and vinegar and everything else on it. Because that's what's going on. And it burns. So these are like fire ants. And I poured water here, and they still walking around. I got something for them. I'm going to bring my arsenal out now. Since they want to play hardball, they don't want no smoke now. I'm going to give them some smoke. Give them some smoke now. Biting me. I'm going to put that back here. Let's see what happened with this other one. I don't know what I put in here. I didn't even mark it. But it was cold. Collard greens, collards. I got collards in here, I remember. But you see, that's what I get. I didn't even mark the jug. I really don't want to do this one, y'all. Let's see. Hold up. Can you see in there? Those collard seedlings coming up. Collards. That's what's in there if you can see it. Collards. I'll have to move it out the way. I think I have a marker on me. My hand's burning now with the fire ants and biting me. Inside of a warm greenhouse. They're trying to stay warm too. But they just picked the wrong place, alright? Simple as that. They really picked the wrong person and the wrong place to be trying to live. And then bite my hand up like this. I'm going to have to end this video pretty early. I'm not allergic to ant bites or anything, but it's just that they burn. And you have to really get some alcohol and something on it really quick. So I think they sure look like collards. I'm going to let them grow a little while longer before I label them. Okay, but I think that's exactly what they are. Collards, baby, collards. And my corn plant. I don't know what the corn plant's going to do. It seems like they start to fall over for some reason. Seems like my corn plants start to fall over and break. Okay, but it seems like they're still living. This one is dead. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's in the greenhouse now. A cucumber plant. That's cucumber. I'm just lining all the plants up, the bean plants, cucumber plants, zucchini plants, so I can have an idea of what's what. And this is a double bean plant here. That's the one that I was telling you is 2 plants in here looking really nice. I'm telling you, these bean plants look beautiful. They look really beautiful. The bean plants look real beautiful. Look. You know something? I have to still watch these plants really closely because I've got to harden these plants off. I think I still have to harden them off, and I got to be real careful, even though this is a greenhouse. But this is an experiment for me. If I can leave these plants in this greenhouse all night tonight, and I think the temperature is going to be like 37 degrees, I'm going to have my heat on. Somebody trying to get a hold of me. What in the world? Give me a break now. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm hardening them off, right? I'm acclimating them to a different environment. This environment is much different from the inside of my home, okay? And I don't know what's really going to happen, but I did an experiment with the other plants, and as you can see, they have lived out here in this greenhouse for about a week or so now, and they look just perfect. They look just fine. They look really good. So let me keep on moving right along. I have some zinnia plants, the ones that I transferred into a container. They're growing nicely. Zinnias. Zinnia flowers. And they're looking really beautiful. So, zinnias, okay? And I'm going to set them right here. Toward the front. And straight neck squash and cucumber. Cucumber and the straight neck squash plant. That's the garden beans. Look at them. They're getting ready to vine up real good. Look, that's the garden beans. They're looking really good. Only thing at this point that I need to do is keep them with a little water, because this greenhouse keeps things really moist. Okay? And I just need to give them a little water, because I see these plants have made it all through the winter, and I think I probably watered them like twice. Okay, bean, I'm getting it mixed up. Bean plants over here. That's not a straight neck squash plant. I don't think so. The leaves doesn't look like a straight neck squash plant. That one looked like it's a cucumber. That's why you have to label stuff. I was looking at it, I'm like, that's not a straight neck squash plant. And I had to look at it real close. January the 25th, it's a cucumber. So, and I know this is a cucumber also. You look at the leaves of a cucumber plant, it's just a certain shape to the leaves that I pay attention to, but squash plants look similar to that too, I do believe. But let me just put it right here, people. And I just hope they do really good. They're outside and it's nice and warm out here today. It's nice and warm, but I'm still acclimating them. I don't want to shock them. So, what I'll do, I'll come back out this afternoon and I'll take a look at them. I'm going to leave them out. I'm not going to cover them anymore. I'm not going to cover them. They have to get used to the daytime temperature and the evening temperature. I'm still going to have heat on because it's going to get down to 37 degrees tonight. But I'm going to close the plastic off, because right now it's 75 degrees in here. 75 degrees in here. And I'm going to have to get something to take care of these ants. And you all, I'm glad you all could join me today. And it was really easy to bring the plants out because they're in a tray like this, and I put them inside of a cardboard box to carry them. So it makes it really easy to carry. And where are my favorite advance to yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We do take it from level to level to level to level. I'm so glad you all could join me today. Bless you. God bless you. Keep on praying, people. There's a whole lot going on in this world. It's ugly too. It's really ugly, people. War is going on in 2022, and they're going to affect everybody. It's affecting us right now, whether you believe it or not. There's a war going on in this world, people. A war is going on. It's always wars going on. Always a war going on. But anyway, continue to pray, God. Continue to pray that peace will override evil and hatred and fighting. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.